Hey friends, happy Easter! These videos have been kind of fun while we're all separated, and I wanted to use one again just to share real quick something that I read that was an encouragement to me, and hopefully it can be an encouragement to you too. As I was reading through the Gospels, just reflecting as we, are in Easter weekend now, there were two things that stood out as if, the whole message of just Jesus dying for our sins, being raised again, and giving us that hope in that life wasn't enough. There were also two things that were an encouragement to what a lot of us are walking through right now. The first one was just that story, that picture of Mary at the tomb as she's searching for Jesus and finds that, he's not there. And she's crying, and Jesus walks up to her and says, why are you weeping? And to me, that kind of just flashed a picture of how many times are we also sitting there at what looks like the tombs of our promise or a hope that was whispered to our heart, and we're sitting there weeping, saying there's no way that it can come back from this, come back from whatever it looks like right now. But then Jesus is right there saying, why are you weeping? I already told you what was going to happen. I already told you my promise, and you don't have to worry past that. You can trust me. But then the second thing too was just how intentional Jesus was as he was visiting everyone after he was raised again. From, Mary, who was obviously heartbroken, seeing that Jesus was not there and feeling like someone had taken him away, to him appearing to her and saying, no, I'm right here. I told you this was going to happen. To then when he appeared to the two men on the road as they were leaving Jerusalem, and he explained the scriptures to them and explained why all the things that happened needed to happen. It just things like that, how he was so intentional, even in those moments, even after he had already said what was going to happen. And so, just, those two things that we can take away from it of one, we can hold on to the hope that he gives us no matter what our situation looks like, no matter how crazy it looks right now, no matter how different it looks right now, we can trust him. But then, two, he knows the details and he knows each and every one of us personally. And he's right there to help us when we call out to him if there's something we're struggling with, whether it's stress or anxiety or a very different financial situation, whatever it is. He's right there. He's in the details, and he sees us personally. If you are seeing some of the posts on Facebook right now and are seeing as people who were really stressed out a couple weeks ago are now really happy and excited, or even if it's not crazy happy, they're in a much better mood than they were. And you're looking at that thinking, what in the world is going on? This is a holiday. Why are these people all of a sudden really happy? We are just being reminded at just the perfect time of how faithful our God is. And, if you're in a spot where you're looking at your life and you're saying, there are definitely areas that need healing, they need restoration or reconciliation or redemption, whatever it is, whatever you're seeing, I have got some good news for you, because this is not just for us. This Easter holiday, this joy, this relief, this peace is not just for us. There's an open invitation for anyone who wants to be a part of it. And so if that's something you're interested in, or if you have questions, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to explain that more. But just know that it is available to everyone right now. There are a lot of things I do not know about life. There's so much I'm still learning, and there are so many things I mess up on a regular basis. But one thing I know for absolute certain is that God can be trusted, and he is faithful. So, again, if you have any questions or comments you want to add, feel free to do so. If you or someone you know is seeing a need or has a need, that offer is still open. Let me know, and we'll see if we can get that need met. But happy Easter, guys.